Hey YouTube, Tesla here, and welcome back to more Tainted Grail. So good news, I actually fought my first Weird Knight. It was super tough, and I just kept on using this thing over and over again, and it was interesting. I got some neat stuff. I got some like just more unidentified objects. I was hoping I would get a burning gem, but alas, we did not get one. So, oh well. But anyway, let's go inside Maggot's hut and talk to him. Alright, Lord Yvain is seeking trusted allies for the quest to find the Holy Grail.
Really? What for? The Menhir burns beautifully. Nothing bad can happen now.
He says it will stop Camelot from moving the men here.
Ah, yes. That makes sense. I can see it now. And he sent you to me. How unexpected.
Well, probably because we're well acquainted.
You know, recent events have really given me a lot to think about. My head feels, lighter somehow. Turns out the world isn't ending after all. And I don't need to stock up on mushroom brew to survive.
I guess that's good.
Besides, I have this feeling that Lady Fate might still have a plan or two left in store for me. Joining the Holy Mission. That sounds like one of them. Tell Yvain I'm ready to join the expedition, and I'll gladly stand by his side.
Alright, cool. So now that we've spoken with everyone, now we can return to Yvain, start this expedition, see where this takes us. So I'm actually curious. Yeah, so that actually, when I defeated that Weird Knight, gave me quite a lot of experience points, so that's cool. I'm gonna go this way. I also stocked up on some potions, so that's nice. And I actually got some good ones too from the Weird Knight, so I would say it was totally worth it. And I believe these are at +8 now. No, yeah, they're at +8, so that's also really good, so making good progress. I don't know what the max level is. I want to say maybe 10, but I guess we'll just have to see when we get there. Actually, you know what? I should. I went right past this. I could have just fast traveled. Let's be smarter about this. Take that off. Okay. I also did some side quests too.
You're doing okay.
So that's been pretty good. Some of them I'm not gonna be able to do till chapter 3 because it's like pinpointing to the forlorn swords. So those are gonna be on. So those are on hold. I am gonna do the one with the necromancer on screen. Just want to wrap this up before we do the side quests.
I should stay out of trouble.
Alright, so now let's talk to him. So about the companions for your journey.
What news? The people I told you about. Have any of them agreed to join me on the quest for the Holy Grail?
All 3 will join you on your holy mission.
Ah, now that is truly wonderful news. You've achieved what seemed impossible. I'm grateful that fate has guided you to my side. With Niante, Magat, and Ifra, we shall strive to restore hope to the people of Kurnocht. You've done me a great favor, so allow me to repay you. Before I depart, know this. You brought change to Kurnocht and earned my deepest gratitude. Let my repayment be the blessing my lineage received from King Arthur himself.
So you're gonna let us get the shield, right?
Be the shield that watches over Kurnocht, as House Terion has done for generations.
Alright, cool. So I think we can take the shield now? Alright, cool. So, go ahead and touch this.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful.
Alright, so bind the soul to the stone.
I am the wall between order and ruin.
Okay.
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now!
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again!
Palamedes, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes. One to guard Avalon, even from itself.
And therein lies
You've
the
proven
Palamedes
yourself
shield.
time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamedes.
Or I guess it was
Not
Arthur.
just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility? I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon, and may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come.
Cool, new achievement. So now we have the Shield of Avalon. Love to see it.
Now I understand. The shield isn't an object. It's the bloodline itself. But I also remember the shield was meant to resist. Not enemies, not blades, but corruption, compromise, cowardice. Palamedes understood that. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. Not worthy of his title, nor of leading his people.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, when you think about it, if it wasn't for us, Lord Yvain wouldn't even have decided to like rise back against the Camelotians. But okay, aren't you being a bit harsh?
I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me to survive. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy. Left behind symbols to bind them. But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's theater. People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand.
Alright, let's see what we have here. What is that Denholm and Yvain don't understand? You told them Merlin may disagree. What did you mean? Okay, so, except for the symbol of a shield, what did Palamedes receive?
I named his bloodline the Shield of Kurnacht, and granted them dominion over this menhir, with full autonomy. The land here is among the richest in Avalon. This place was meant to stand as a counterweight to Camelot's rising power.
Okay, so basically, Palamedes was given a good portion of the land here. Let's see. Okay, so what would you do in this situation?
Turn every resource toward understanding why the Wyrdness is returning and stopping it. Hiding in Camelot is cowardice. Staying here? Stupidity. But what I would do doesn't matter. This is precisely why Palamedes was made Avalon's shield. To judge for himself what serves the people, even if it meant standing against me.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so why do you think your kingdom isn't prospering?
We gave our people peace, but they've come to take it for granted. Perhaps those who live without struggle grow soft, and in comfort, they let go of their values, symbols, without the will to uphold them. A little more than ornament.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me, it's like, well, I forget what the saying was. It's like, you know, like hard times create strong men and weak times create like soft men, or you know, something like that. And it's like, that's kind of what's happening here. All right, you told him Merlin may disagree. What did you mean?
Merlin wanted me to become a symbol. But I realized that one person, one myth, won't be enough. This kingdom needed more. It needed to stand on stronger foundations. And so, I left mementos behind, to serve as cornerstones for various facets of the kingdom. It seems we were both wrong about this.
Okay, and then, let's see. What is it that Denholm and Yvain don't understand?
All I've seen here is fear. Indecisive men wearing the mask of power. But their power comes from symbols they don't even understand. And when a decision needs to be made, they hesitate. When danger appears, they flinch. Denholm, commander of Camelot's forces, is incapable of acting without direct orders. Yvain, a descendant of Palamedes, yet too weak to stand against choices that harm his people. Their fear breeds indecision. If you cannot choose, you cannot protect.
Kinda right about
And
that.
if you cannot protect, Avalon rots.
Alright, so let's see. But Yvain did choose to seek the Grail. That has to count for something.
It was you the men here responded to.
Okay, fair enough.
And you who rekindled it. You did all the work. Turned the situation into something Yvain could exploit.
And if it wasn't for us, he wouldn't have
Without
done
that,
anything.
Kurnacht would still be waiting. For what? A miracle? That's why I have to come back. Without us, without hands that act, this land just waits and rots.
So it makes me think it's like, okay, once he gets all of the relics and everything, it's like he could turn into a tyrant, because what he could do then, it's like oh, you know, Camelot, Avalon, it needs me, and it's like I must rule now. None of the rulers, none of the kings, the lords, the commanders, they can't lead. Therefore, I must take the reins again. So I can see that that's the direction that King Arthur is going to head into. All right, you make it all sound obvious, but this is a rather complex political situation.
Yes, the situation is complex, but that is precisely the burden of a leader. Complexity does not excuse paralysis, and yet they sit in deadlock, doing nothing, while the world around them fractures.
So what do we do now?
Well, my friend, they still call me the once and future king. Still hold feasts in my name. Feasts won't save them, but action might. We've wasted enough time. Let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown.
Alright, that's the final piece we need.
Let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
I remember there was the, what's his name? Caradoc? Let's see. I can't, yeah, it's not here, but there was the guy that rescued us in the beginning. Probably gonna butt heads with him.
I should stay out of trouble. You startled me.
Alright, let's go ahead and get that shield, and then we'll head to the Forlorns. Well, actually, I'll probably save that for the next part, just because...
Are you sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this insubordination.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life. This is the only way.
Fine. Do as you will. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. You missed the show. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going to leave them in these dire times. I'll leave you two. I need to start cleaning up the mess you made, Yvain.
Yeah, you go do that.
And before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but said you're old friends. Said he'll wait nearby.
Greetings, friend of our house. What may I do for you today?
Alright, let's see here. So when are you setting out on your quest for the Grail?
As soon as the necessary preparations are complete. With any luck, it won't take much longer. Ansem will assume my duties in my absence. He is my most trusted man, and he is respected by the people. For now, he's assisting me in gathering supplies. I do not know when or if I will return. Connacht and its people must be ready for either eventuality.
Alright, and what will happen to Connacht?
I cannot say for certain, but I have faith that Ansem will manage. Truth be told, he's been the one keeping things in order for quite some time.
So he's the one with the real power.
Since Maeve's passing, I've been all too aware of how much I've neglected my responsibility. Camelot will keep the peace in my stead, and I can only hope that the people of Connacht will come to trust Denholm and his men. We may not agree on every matter, but I cannot deny Denholm's honor. When I return, it will have to be enough.
If he returns,
so,
that is.
I thank you once more. House Terion is... No, wait. I am personally deeply indebted to you. Because of your efforts, my family has the chance to reclaim the glory it once knew.
Alright, in my vision, I met Palamedes. You do him proud.
Really? I hope he supports my decision to embark on the quest for the Holy Grail. Although, in truth, it doesn't really matter. I made my decision, and I'll stand by it. Whether my noble ancestor approves or not. Well, and now you are the shield of my people. I trust you will ensure that his blessing is not squandered.
Alright, let's see. Okay, so let's think here. Lord Yvain from Connacht will carve his name into the pages of history. Yeah, let's go with that one.
I had not considered it that way. I do not seek fame, only justice for my people. I want to give them the chance that Camelot failed to provide. But your words are kind. The story of my family began in glory, and in glory it will end. Farewell.
Alright. All that yapping out of the way. Maybe we can, oh, there's Kurdock.
Well, well. Look at you. Moving along nicely, aren't we? You're piecing him back together faster than I expected. We're getting closer to the end. And since you've proven yourself so capable, maybe it's time. You should have enough power now to enter his mansion. Here. Go to this place and see if the door opens for you.
You mean Arthur's mansion?
No. If you want to know the truth about the man pulling the strings, it's time you took a look behind the curtain. It's the house of someone I once called my employer, Orin. The same one whose plans got you out of the island asylum.
So I guess we'll also figure out who this Orin character is. So what's in there?
I don't know. We stopped seeing eye to eye on certain things, and our relationship soured.
So he's basically been acting independently, so that's all you wanted?
No, not really. There's one last piece of Arthur's soul waiting for you. The third artifact. His crown, this time. You'll find it deep in the Forlorn Swords, in the capital city of Dalriata.
But it's not going to be so easy to get it, is it?
Gurfan. He'll either attack you on sight, or explain everything patiently. Depending on how he feels about it.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
You'll see for yourself.
So, no surprises this time?
How would I know? I'd say going into Dalriata territory is a surprise all on its own. But don't worry. They've got bigger problems at the moment than you sneaking off with their sacred helmet.
And after that?
Once you're done, meet me at the Charred Conclave. That's where we'll finish this, one way or another.
Okay, so I guess really, after we get the crown, either we fight him or we join him.
Have some spare food or coin?
No, you just want my money. Okay.
This is my shield, but there's no part of my soul inside. We need to look somewhere else, but I can feel the missing part. Maybe it's the men here. Maybe it needs something from us.
Interesting. Well, I guess we already have the shield. I don't know what's really going on. So I think we need to talk to... Okay, so we have a level up. Alright, cool. So you create another blast of energy when the King Soul ends. When using King Soul, a weird shield collects 10% of the damage dealt to you. When King Soul ends, You gain a mana shield equal to accumulated damage for 30 seconds. So they will take the amount of damage you have dealt to them when using King's Soul. Wait, hold on. So take the amount of damage you have dealt to them when using King's Soul once again after it ends. Huh. Okay, so your damage increases by 50%, each enemy killed. Finishers restore 400% more King's Soul. So if it is fully charged, automatically use it when you would receive lethal damage. And so this one will create another blast of energy when it ends. Dealt to you. I guess we can go with this one. So the amount of damage you have dealt to them using King's Soul once again after. Yeah, let's just go with that. Alright, and he probably has something to say here. So what do you think about Yvain's decision and the Grail quest?
It is a bold decision, and I am glad he finally made it. It was wise of him to invoke the old laws. Camelot will not dare to break them, and the men here will remain in Kuanacht, at least until the lives of its people are in immediate danger. It's an ancient law I established myself. I am glad you chose to help him. With company like this, his mission may yet succeed. Even if Yvain does not return, his actions will be remembered. Of that, I am certain.
Well, even though he views Yvain as like a weak leader, he is willing to like at least respect him somewhat. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, yeah, so we're gonna go up here now. We're gonna go this way because there's a knight dude. We're gonna challenge him. So that should be fun. We see that huge ass deer in the distance. It's hard to really see enemies in this field. But okay. Let's go ahead and talk to him. So it's literally like just, well, I guess his armor is a little different, but it's pretty much the same.
The flesh returns.
I accept your challenge.
Excellent. Let blood be the key that opens the gate to oblivion.
I don't know if we want Oblivion gates opened. Cold. So we have honorary sword, dual knight helmet. I mean, I just folded him. Okay, so let's take a look at this set. So increases max. Oh, this is good. So increases your max health by 25, your healing by 25%. Increases physical damage by 33% when your health is below 25%. Increases attack speed when your stamina is below 50%. So what's the difference here? So increase attack speed by 20 when you're... Okay. Then what does this do? Critical hits restore 10 stamina, increase melee damage by 22%. It's pretty good. I might actually switch to these, honestly. Or no. I read the wrong. It's the one I currently have on that does the melee damage. Okay, increases enemy stamina loss after a successful. Oh, I don't do parries. It's not going to do any good for me. Okay, so you increase max stamina by 25 when your health is below 25%. Increase critical damage by 25. And this one, decrease dash stamina cost by 5. Increase movement speed multiplier by 10%. I'll put those on. Okay, so what do we have here? Honorary Sword. Deal 100% more damage to staggered enemies. So attacks against targets below 33% health have 33% more chance to be a critical. And if you block, you regenerate 50% of the block damage as stamina. It's cool, although I don't really block. Okay. Now that we've done that, we can do that quest. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and track it. I'm very curious about that stag. Something up with it. Alright, so Sir Tristan the Unbroken, devoted knight and loyal friend to King Arthur. Tristan's master of the bow, marks him as a legendary hero of the Age of Conquest, dedicated defender of Avalon. Skill and loyalty were pivotal in shaping the destiny of Camelot. May his memory be forever honored. Well, I guess we can go here first. So we got the Red Death infected. Okay. I think we got a level up, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that I have my dexterity and my practicality at 8, let's go ahead and get my strength up by, let's see here. So now I'll focus on some more strength and endurance. Okay, practicality. I've actually been wanting to get this here, so you will no longer craft weak items. So that'll be good. So you have a 50% chance to recycle a single resource when crafting. Awesome, awesome. Okay, nothing there. What about over here? Nope. So probably like that side quest is going to be next episode, since we're already at 33 minutes. Alright, surely there's something more around here than just some stragglers. There's gotta be a purpose for why this is here. So maybe this leads somewhere? Nope. So I guess we'll check over here then. So something prevents us from exploring in it. Okay, yeah, I'm very curious about this deer. Okay, so it just disappears if you get too close to it. It's interesting. Okay, so only a specific key, so that's probably gonna be a quest of some sort. Take the sage. Damn. Sit down. Alright, the Undying Watch. Cool. I mean, it's just so satisfying when I inflict the burn of just how much damage I do. It's like, damn, it's crazy. Definitely going with the burn build. It's kind of like, I'm actually doing like fire and ice. So that'll lead us to the Forlorn Swords. Alright, and I guess we can start to sell some of our stuff. Okay. Gatekeeper. Yeah, I guess we'll talk to the gatekeeper, see if he's a merchant. Probably not.
The gate's blocked. We couldn't open it even if we wanted to.
Well, okay then. Let's actually take a look at the map. All right, let's go in the Beast Lair. See how much what we're looking at here. Because something tells me we might be able to wrap this up in time. Yeah. Or at the very least, at least fight the boss. Damn, 1,000? It's crazy. I'll take it. Oh, look, a bear. Die. Ah. But you don't like fire. It's like a tree. Sit down. So I guess this is what the necromancer turned into. Probably would have been a lot harder though if I came here earlier. Which I meant to, but it's like there was like these other quests I was doing, and it's like I just completely forgot about it. Alright. So now that we've done that, we can go over here. We'll talk to him real quick, then I'll end it. Alright, so we got Sweet Tooth, Great Axe, Bloodstone. Still trying to get that burning stone, but probably won't be for a while. So I wonder if we're gonna fight that big black dragon that we've seen a couple of times now. I wonder if we'll face him in Act 3. I mean, I would imagine that's when we'll face him. Okay, let's see. Where do we go? Up here, I think? Yeah. We're gonna go up here. Come on, get up. It's like, damn. Okay.
Silence carries weight here. What brings you here?
Alright, I found Calum.
I assume he fell victim to his own pride and tried to make himself immortal. Typical. That man had no sense of self-preservation. He thought life was driving him. But to me, it always seemed like he was racing towards death. I'm glad the matter has been handled. And what about his research?
So Calum was trying to find the Forbloom and use it. Here's the proof.
The Forbloom? That's incredible. I'd heard the legends, but this journal shows there's truth in them. And Calum, for all his madness, might have been right. If we could find the Forbloom, it could change everything. Bring us closer to our goal.
Yeah, but look what happened to him. He turned into a freaking monster. So it was just an overgrown Gloomfrond. I'm sorry.
Ah, I see. So it was all for nothing. We need to keep searching. I won't lie, I was as excited for this as a keeper for venison. But after so many years in the guild, I should be used to the taste of failure.
Alright, so... let's go with this one. Delrada being such a crybaby, embarrassing.
What do you care? I am who I am. There's a reason I left the tribe and never joined One Eye. May Mother's strong arm embrace you.
Alright, so what do we do now?
There's nothing more for us to do together. It's time for you to spread your wings and follow your own path. And if that path leads you to find Phaedros, then your career with the guild will keep progressing. Last I heard, he'd taken quite an interest in the statue of the great beasts near Quanacht. Strange fascination, even by our standards. And yes, my little owl, you're off to find another mad alchemist. But really, what else did you expect from the Alchemists Guild? We're all a touch eccentric, aren't we? Don't worry about me. I'll focus on my own work. Something tells me our paths will cross again.
Yeah, except my character is an eccentric for blood, so we're just killing shit and stuff, so
it's unrelated to your task, but since you're curious, this is the statue of the Morning Harpist, built in the memory of the twin sisters from the court of Sagramore, the former ruler of Connacht. Legend has it that one sister killed the other out of jealousy for her talent. They also say that if you camp here at night, you might hear the wailing of the betrayed sister. But with the Wyrdness so thick, who'd camp here at night? The inn at Connacht is far more welcoming. That's all I know. But if you ever come across the remnants of the royal geographers, they might be able to tell you more.
Well, I guess we could also just rest here at night if we really wanted to.
May Mather's strong arm embrace you.
Alright, cool. So, let's see. Well, that's it for us for right now, guys. So, I have work in a few hours here. So, I will upload the next parts when I'm off. So, until then, catch you on the next one. Take care.